Hey guys, it's me, Belle, and I know it's been like 10 months since I made a YouTube video, and I'm the worst YouTuber ever. I know I look completely different, my hair color is changed, I have no bangs. Granted, given the title of this video, a lot of you, if you don't have me on other social media such as like Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, might think this is clickbait. But it's not. I am 17 and I am pregnant. I am actually almost 4 months pregnant. I am with the father of the baby. I've been with him for a little bit over a year now, and by the time the baby is born, I'll be with him for 2 years. I know I'm gonna get hate. Granted, I know people are gonna be like, wow, you're a dumb slut, and a lot of people have already said that to me, and you know what? It's funny because it's like, I'm not the only 17-year-old who has sex. But because I got pregnant, I'm a slut. I feel like I should be commended for keeping the baby because a lot of people at my age wouldn't. A lot of people don't really know their baby daddies, and that's not a bad thing at all, but it makes the situation a lot harder. It makes everything a lot harder on both the baby, the mother, and even the dad. But fortunately, I am getting married to him, and I am keeping the baby. I don't know the gender yet. I cannot wait to find out. But I just wanted to make this video because I had like really two options. I could have came out and said I'm pregnant, and you guys could watch me through my entire pregnancy, or I could have stopped making videos altogether because there was no way that I was going to hide that from probably the most supportive people in my life. And I know I haven't been there for you as the YouTuber that you wanted me to, and I know so many people send me so many messages and want me to do videos weekly, and now it's going to be a lot easier since I don't have to hide being pregnant. Before then, I was just going through a bunch of shit, trying to go to school, trying to finish, and I'm going to get up to all that because I know that anybody's going to have a lot of questions. And I also made this thing called Curious Curious some shit. It's kind of like Ask FM because I really don't use my Tumblr anymore, and I know, trust me, I fucking know, I'm going to get hate. And I've already gotten hate on it. Number one, people were telling me I'm insane, I'm not pregnant, I'm lying, I do drugs, I fight when I'm pregnant, the baby's healthy, the baby has a strong heartbeat, and if there was any complications, my doctor would tell me. I don't need someone sitting behind a fucking computer spamming me hate, saying I'm a crackhead and this and that, because guess what? If I was a crackhead, they would take my baby away, but it's not the case. But anyways, I made that so I can answer questions because I know that there are going to be now a whole different crowd of people that I could talk to and relate to being a pregnant teenager. And at first, I was really scared to like put it in my bio and to even tell my family that I was pregnant. But I'm not ashamed. Things happen and it wasn't planned. I was on this when I got pregnant, which is birth control. I got it from my school's health center, but it's orthotricycline, which is a really good birth control. It's reputable. It's known to not get people pregnant. And they had switched my birth control and told me not to have sex for a week. And I didn't have sex for the week because I understood that obviously there's a higher chance I can get pregnant because the hormones and shit. And so I didn't have sex for that week. 2 weeks later, when I was supposedly good, which was October 1st, I conceived the baby. That's why, that's my first piece of advice is, if you are on birth control, definitely use condoms if you do not want a baby, because it prevents pregnancy. But if you miss a pill, which I didn't, I was actually really, really good with it, but, shit happens, and it's not 100%. It's never 100%. It's 99.9. And if my baby's that 0.1%, so be it. I'm trying to cover like everything and like one whole big thing, like how I got pregnant, why I'm pregnant, what I'm doing. I'm definitely keeping the baby. I don't believe in abortion. That's just my own personal view on that. But however, I would never shun anyone for getting an abortion, and I understand certain circumstances and certain people, it's their best option, whether if it's because they were unfortunately raped or if the baby has such health complications where the baby might not even make it to birth. And even sometimes if the father isn't involved, or, if there's something really, really wrong with the mother, if the mother can't give birth, whatever the case may be, I understand that abortion is definitely an option for some people, just not for me. And a lot of people may call me stupid, a lot of people might call me a slut, a lot of people might fucking tell me I'm gonna be a crackhead, I'm this, I'm that, but guess what? I really don't give a fuck. I'm done with the baby bullshit. I'm done with the high school shit. I'm done with the drama. I'm done with the fucking hate. I could care less, because now I literally have a little human that is going to be half me and half the guy I'm in love with. And that's all that really matters at this point. It's about me and my family. How I told my parents is actually pretty funny, because when I first found out I was pregnant, I went to refill my birth control, and I had already known I was pregnant before them, because I work at a sushi restaurant, and I get free sushi, so all the time I'd be eating sushi, and although I don't eat raw fish, the rice, for some reason, upsets my stomach, especially when I got pregnant, and I throw it all up. Steve, who was the baby's father, was like, babe, that's weird. And I was like, well, I'm on birth control, so don't even fucking go there. And he was like, yeah, I know, but why are you throwing up? So, a couple days later in the morning, I went to school and I was smoking a cigarette because I smoked at the time. I didn't know I was pregnant. And I threw up again. And I had to text my mom because I actually peed myself because I threw up. And my mom didn't catch on at all because of that. But a couple days later, I went to CVS, I bought a test. It was positive, and I didn't believe it at first, because I was like, you know what? Not that the test wasn't reputable, because the test was fucking expensive. It was clear blue, and I took a first response one as well, and they both came up positive, but I wanted to hear it from someone else that I was pregnant other than me. I went to refill my birth control, but I knew I was pregnant, and they made me take a test every single time. They told me I was pregnant. They gave me the baby's suspected due date, which they said was June, but my actual due date's July 8th. Then we talked about options, and I had a social worker who helped me so much. She's so incredible, you don't even understand. She told me to tell my parents right away, and I was hesitant about this because I was scared, and granted, any 17-year-old who just got pregnant would be scared. This goes for anybody who's pregnant or going through the same thing. It's scary. It's not fucking easy. But the social worker really advised that I tell my parents so that I wouldn't have to go on Medicaid, which is the state's healthcare and medical. I wanted to do that from the jump because I wanted to do everything myself, but my father does work for a union, and his health insurance is really good, although my boyfriend now has a job which he has benefits as well for me and the baby. But I at first didn't want to tell my mom or dad because I was scared of their reaction, but I was a pussy and texted my mom instead of telling her in person, and I said, I have to tell you something. And she replied, you're pregnant. So I didn't really have to tell her. She told my dad because she was with my dad. And from there, honestly, it's been really good. My father, I was nervous about because I was like, what is he going to say to Steve? What is he going to say to me? He brought me home pregnancy day. He was amazing. And my mom's been amazing. They're really, honestly excited now. Steve's mother is super supportive, and she's so excited to be a grandmother too. So everything happens for a reason, and that's what my mom told me when she found out that I was pregnant. And that was the best response that I could have gotten ever, because it literally happened for some sort of reason. And you know what? If God thought it was my time to have a kid, it's my fucking time to have a kid, so be it. We're going to be moving in together May, June, because I don't want to spend all the money on an apartment now if I could just live here, which my parents agree with. My parents wanted me to stay here, but I can't really do that. I don't want to pass the baby around. That's not fair to the baby at all, I feel like. I mean, if it's someone else's decision, obviously it's their decision, but I had stopped smoking. I don't drink as it is, so it's not a big deal, but smoking I thought was going to be so hard to give up because I've been smoking for so long and being with someone who has anxiety and also being taken off my medicine. I was hospitalized in April because I was going through manic episodes because of my last medicine, which was Zoloft. I was put on Seroquel, which is a sedative and tranquilizer, and they took me off of it cold turkey. I was on 150 milligrams. When they found out I was pregnant, they took me off of it immediately, and I've been feeling great. Honestly, I thought I was going to miss cigarettes so much, and I don't, honestly. It's crazy because I miss cold cuts more than I miss cigarettes. So granted, it was scary telling my parents, but since my mom already had an idea because she's fucking psychic, it was a lot easier on me. Steve told his mom first before I even told my mom, and she, like any parent, was like shocked and shit, but she warmed up to the idea real fucking quick. And it's just awesome having so much support from your family, because I can imagine that there's people that don't have that, and people who's like parents who said get the fuck out, and that would have been really, really hard on me, but luckily that's not the case. I'm very, very excited. I hope it's a fucking girl. But I'll just be happy with a happy, healthy baby either way, obviously. I'm young. I know I'm young to be pregnant. I know I'm young to be engaged. But like I said on Twitter, there's no reason to be salty over me getting a jump start in my life. As for school, because I get this question a lot, I am a senior and I was in a public school. I originally went to private school. I did not like it. I have the majority of my credits, which is crazy because I've had so many complications going to fucking school. Going to school for me is really fucking hard for some reason. But I just got accepted into a private, not private school, a charter school, and I would start there in July. But since I'm giving birth in July, I'm going to need to take a couple months off. I might start in January and then graduate by June, which is not a big deal for me because honestly I'm going to do it either way. It's just a matter of when, because I had to take off a lot of days this year already because of my morning sickness. It was fucking awful. I could not leave my bed unless I was going to the bathroom to throw up. I was peeing myself when I threw up. It was awful, and it was like dead 2-3 months, and then after being pregnant for 3 months, it's like, and missing school for that long, it's like, am I really going to go back and try to make up all the work when I could just do something else or go to night school or whatever? And the charter school is the best option for me because school starts at 1 and ends at 7, so Steve goes to work in the morning, gets out at like 5 or 6. I would only need someone to watch the baby for a couple hours, and I don't want to go right back to school after I have the baby because obviously that's the most important time with the baby. And if I'm breastfeeding, it's going to be hard. Not that it's going to be hard because I can pump, of course, but it's going to be hard to leave the baby with somebody else, especially because I am going to be one of those moms that are like, yeah, you're not going to really touch my kid, he's brand new. Or she. But I'm super excited. I'm super happy. I'm looking at the positive side of things. I believe that I could be a really, really good mom. I believe I could do anything I set my mind to. I know it's not easy, and I know the decision of even keeping the baby is not easy. But in the end, it is so worth it. I can only imagine how fucking worth it is. But you guys will be here with me every step of the way. And I'm going to start making videos a lot more often now. You guys can leave me requests in the comments of what videos you want me to make exactly. Go on that Curious Cat shit if I don't delete it, because all I'm getting right now is hate, and it's really fucking annoying. Because I feel like I'm trying to do something good, and it just never works for me. But, thank you guys for understanding the hecticness that went on for the last couple months and for staying subscribed to me anyways. You guys are fucking awesome and even giving me more views and subscribers as I was inactive. I say a lot. Thank you so much for being subscribed to me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for the love and support that you guys always send me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Go on Curious Cat if I don't delete it. My Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, everything like that is linked down in the bio. And that's pretty much it. And if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, just leave a comment, leave me a tweet, snap me or something. I hope you guys have a super rad day. Thanks for watching. Mwah.